So I want to just say for the audience, he was walking away from a significant career. So what were the first steps where you said we are going from thoughts to action? How did that process begin?
Yeah, frankly, I have to give all respect to my wife. The first thing was getting aligned with her on what our priorities were as a family. And really what it was that we sat down and we had a heart-to-heart conversation. She has a fairly successful career as well. She's in professional services in the legal field. And so that's very demanding for her. I had a very demanding career. And we reached a point with our two young children where we were starting to make choices to spend more time doing the work we felt as if we needed to do versus taking that time to actually spend more time as a family. And so that was the first trigger to us reevaluating, really realigning on what our family priorities are, and all right, how are we able to actually provide for our family and deliver on those priorities without sacrificing creating opportunities for our kids to have, whether it be multi-generational wealth, whatever the term you want to use. I just simply say to have some level of comfort and do the things that we enjoy to do versus having to do. And so that was really what was the pivot point, was having that conversation. And then from there, it was really a conversation with my wife around, all right, what's important for us? What became important, like I said before, spending time with family. We also very quickly determined that we needed to further diversify our revenue streams. I mean, we had some diversification, we have investments and a variety of other things, and you know us well, and you know, there are certain things that I do and there are other things that I don't do until I'm ready to do it, kind of thing. And even taking your advice on you need to diversify, recognizing that yes, we need to diversify kind of our income stream so that we can be successful later on to do the things we want to do. So all that being said, it first started with aligning with my wife, aligning on what was important to our family, and then determining, all right, how could we achieve that? And quite frankly, the long-term vision with entrepreneurship is that I wasn't getting into this to buy myself another job. I learned that from one of the early conversations I had with a successful franchisor here in Atlanta. And with that nugget, I took it as, all right, making this move, I need to make this move and not buy myself a job, but instead create stability and wealth for my family in a very different way than what I've ever seen before in entrepreneurship.